All right, Alpha Futures family, we are back today. I've got my friend Pep with me here today. I'll let him introduce himself. But hey, this is his first time even checking out Alpha Futures, so I'm going to be walking him through how to sign up. Pep, you want to talk about your background a little bit?
Yeah. So my name's Pep. I'm more from the prop space. I've been working with Alpha for just over a year now. So yeah, know the ins and outs of the CFD prop world, but yeah, looking to learn a lot more about futures during this session with Ben. So yeah, looking forward to getting up to speed with futures and hopefully end up getting a funded account.
Absolutely.
Maybe not this session.
All right, so right here we're looking at the home page of the website. You guys can, of course, check out our different offerings here between the advanced plan and the standard plan. We do offer 50K, 100K, and 150Ks. Those will be different prices. The standard plan is great for those that maybe haven't traded futures before. This is what I would recommend for you. You can see low entry fee, very low risk as far as cost up front. That's why I recommend it to beginners, because very few people ever pass their very first challenge they've ever taken. So I do recommend that. The advanced plan, though, will be better for people that have been in the futures prop space a little bit longer. That has no consistency rule on the qualified stage, as well as no news rule. A little bit tighter drawdown and higher profit target. Obviously, I would call it the advanced plan. It is for the more advanced trader. And also no scaling rule on that account, which means you can trade max contracts right off the bat. So standard plan does have that scaling rule, which is basically you can increase your contracts as you earn. So you can eventually get access to that max leverage contracts, which is going to be one contract per $10,000 worth of buying power. So 5 on the 50, 10 on the 100, 15 on the 150. We do offer micros as well, which I'm sure that's something we can get into in another video for you. But basically that is something that we offer that not every firm in the space offers, which allows for people to size down and break up their positions a little bit more. But overall, Pep, I would say you're going to want to go with the standard plan. That is what I recommend to beginners.
So the payouts the same across the standard and advanced, same payout cycle?
No, advanced is actually going to be, again, kind of a little bit better with that higher ticket price. So standard plan is every 14 calendar days. You just have to satisfy your consistency rule within those 14 calendar days. So 40% consistency rule on the standard plan means one singular trading day cannot be more than 40% of your overall profit. So essentially you can trade 3 days on the account and get a payout every 2 weeks. So not too restrictive on the consistency rule that we felt like it was limiting traders. But obviously, again, with that standard plan being for beginners, we want them consistently building good habits. And with the standard plan, you're going to be able to scale up with that profit split from 70% your first two, 80% the next two, 90% from there on out. Again, really just trying to build beginners up to become more consistent futures traders. Advanced plan is pretty much if you want the fast track to all of that. So you get 90% payout split right away, and you can get paid out weekly. You can pay yourself out every 5 green trading days. So that could be during the middle of the week, right, if you carry over from the week prior. Or if you're green Monday through Friday, you can go ahead and take a payout every single Friday that month. Of course, if you're green every day of the month, that's not as realistic, but you do have the ability to kind of pay yourself more so on demand with the advanced account, while the standard plan, again, it is every 14 calendar days. So you can see what the scope of each plan really was. That standard plan being, hey, it is a great offering. It does have more drawdown than the rest of the industry. It is end-of-day style drawdown. A lot of firms out there will trail equity highs, which is really tough for beginners to be able to navigate. Advanced plan, again, gives you all those benefits, plus a little bit more if you're looking to basically, I know what I'm looking for. I'm willing to pay around a couple of these rules. That's what the advanced plan is there for.
Makes sense. And then in regards to the fees, I assume you don't get a refund on fees if it's a monthly subscription.
Correct. Yeah. So no refund like coming from the FX space that you get refunded. When you pass, there's nothing like that here, or on that first payout rather. Since it is already so cheap and accessible, that's the nice thing about the monthly subscription, is it does allow for us to be able to offer accounts at a very low price, just because obviously for a business sustainability point, recurring revenues always going to be more predictable than one-time payments. So, but that monthly fee does go away if you pass or cancel. You can cancel at any point. Like, it's not like any sort of commitment, like 3 months minimum, anything like that. But it does go away if you pass, and you pay a one-time activation fee of $149 for any account size. And the reason for that is in the future space, firms are paying for access to real data. While CFDs, right, that's going to be depending on which broker you go with. Every single futures firm out there is all going to be getting their data from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That's when we talk about centralized data in the futures space. It's because we are all getting our data from the same source, and that costs the firm fees monthly. And every account that you or another trader opens, we pay monthly fees on those. So that's why monthly subscriptions on evaluations and the activation fees help cover those monthly fees that we pay as a firm for your lifetime of your account. So monthly subscription goes away when you pass or cancel, and you pay a one-time activation fee to get access to your qualified account.
Makes sense.
Cool. All right, so I would say let's go with the $50,079 a month. That's a great place to start for most people. So now we are brought to the sign-in page. Pep, I'll let you go ahead and sign up because we obviously don't have an existing account here. If you go ahead and sign up. All right, so here we are in the dashboard. We're going to go ahead and hit start a new challenge. Like we said, we're going to go with the 50K at $79 a month. You can see just the info you and I just went over is relayed to you here, up to 90% split, your profit target, your max position, your max loss, and then your payout schedule, obviously, in the min trading days with that 50% consistency rule on evals will be 2 days. So you can get funded with us as quickly as 2 days here with that consistency rule. And we'll go ahead and get started. Standard plan, 50K, Alphatix.
So we're not picking any specific broker at this point. It's just...
Yeah, we don't have Tradevate and Ninja, so yeah, let's go ahead and say that. So trading platform, right now, as we're shooting this video, we do only have Alphatix available. That is our platform through Project X. Anybody familiar with Top Step X out there, it is the same developer and provider there. But by the time this video is released, we will have Tradevate and Ninja Trader available for you guys to choose as well. I am a little bit biased towards Project X and Alphatix. I trade with them over at Top Step on Top Step X. I think it's just all around encompassing for exactly what prop traders are looking for, especially those coming over from MetaTrader. I love Alphatix because it does have that click and drag feature that MetaTrader has. So that's why I'm a little bit partial towards Alphatix.
For my strategy.
Yeah, same, to be honest. And Tradevate and Ninja, I mean, are both regulated brokers. I'm sure it gives people some peace of mind, maybe coming to a new firm. But Project X and Alphatix have done an incredible job to truly building a platform that is thinking of everything a prop trader could need. So I recommend Alphatix, but you can't go wrong with Ninja Trader or Tradevate at all either. They are fantastic, and there's a reason why they're the biggest futures broker in the world. So we go ahead. Obviously, we make a payment. All right, so now that we've made the purchase, we're right here just on the main page of the dashboard. We can see our account is right here. Something you'll notice here, I bet you're about to ask, is going to be that reset button. That is something we have in the future space that's not over in FX. So, like I said, this is a monthly rebill. So let's say you fail your evaluation before the rebill in a month from now, we will reset your account for you on that new charge because you have been charged successfully. So we'll go ahead and reset the account for you. It will be back at your original starting balance. If you don't want to wait, though, for that rebill to come around, you can pay to reset the account at any point. And it is about 20% cheaper than waiting for your rebill. So, for example, our 50K standard account is $79 per month. If you want to at any point throughout the month, you can purchase a reset for $59. So you can see, again, just kind of feeding into that, hey, if you haven't traded futures before, standard account is great for you. We do have discounted resets there just because we understand, again, most beginners aren't going to pass their very first challenge. So making resets cheaper are just a little way to incentivize, hey, it is okay if you want to restart and give this another shot without obviously breaking the bank on the trader.
Can you reset even if you don't fail the challenge?
Absolutely. Okay. Like, let's say you go back into drawdown and you just decide, like, mentally, I don't want to deal with this drawdown. That $59 purchase is worth it to me to reset this account. You can purchase a reset at any point throughout your evaluation. And on the other side of that, let's say you're in profit going into your rebuild date, you will still get rebuild, but you continue to trade at that level. Like your profit doesn't get erased. So, I mean, most people are either passing or failing within 1 month. Just with this one-step evaluation, right? It's not two-step like the FX space. So the one-step evaluation, 99% of traders are passing or failing within that 1 month. But just for those of you that do get to that second month of rebill, maybe you're, still in limbo on the account. If you are in profit, you will continue at that profit level, or you can choose to purchase a reset whenever you want.
Makes sense.
Cool. So now let's look at actually getting our account open. So if I go into account info here, we can see right here, I've got my master password. I'm going to want to copy that. I'm going to need to remember that when I go over to Alphatix. Let's open up account metrics here. We'll see right here in my account metrics page. Again, I have a button right here to reset if I want to, we're going to go right here and launch my Alphatix. I recommend just bookmarking this anyways, so you don't have to go to your dashboard every single time if you don't want to. But I would just have this bookmarked, favorited for your site so you can pull it up whenever you need. This is a web-based platform. It does work on, iPads, on mobile devices, so you can pull it up. I do recommend trading on desktop most of the time. That is when it gives you the most access to, every feature does work on both mobile and desktop. Just the click and drag feature, I'm sure if you experience on MetaTrader, is typically just a little bit smoother on desktop. It does still work on mobile, iPad, whatever you're using. You do just need a web browser to be able to access it, but your username is going to be the same as the email you signed up with. I'll let you go ahead and type that in. And then your password, we just copied from our master password right in our dash. Go ahead and sign in. So this is going to be, again, I mentioned in the future space, we're getting access to real data. You can see right here. I have read and agreed to the CME market data subscription. Basically, we cover that for you again in your monthly evaluation fee, but you are basically saying, hey, I know I'm getting access to market data, right? Project X is going to help provide this for us. Trade-Of-8 and Ninja do the same thing. But basically, you are verifying that, hey, I am a prop trader looking to get access to this data. I will not be abusing, this ability in any way. And then going forward, right, when we get to that live funds that you don't need to worry about unless our team has reached out to you or another prop firm, you are verifying that, hey, I'm not a professional trader, right? Like, yes, I am trading prop, but until you are on live funds from the company, we don't consider you a professional trader. Okay. So that's also what is going on here with this agreement. So we can go ahead and close that. But I do recommend obviously reading through that. So go ahead, type your name there.
Do you use TradingView to do your analysis, or do you mostly do it within
We'll talk about it right here. I like doing it right on here personally. And there we go. This is the non-professional agreement I mentioned. We can go ahead, open that. Again, this is like if you do get put on live funds with our firm or another firm, you will then be considered a professional at that point. While you are on a SIM account, though, that obviously is not considered professional. That is what this agreement is here, along with that CME data agreement there. So, again, same thing there that you were declaring, nope, I am not a professional. I know these are SIM funds on my evaluation right now. So we go ahead, and then S2F, that is going to be Project X, their market data agreement, same thing as the CME saying, hey, we actually do work with the CME to provide this data to you. Again, like if there's any issues, like we will resolve it. But again, I recommend reading through this. But overall, guys, it is going to be basically explaining what your subscriptions are paying for and how S2F Project X gets access to this data from the CME. So that is all just for your information as a trader. It obviously protects both sides, you as the trader as well as the firm. But that is what those agreements at the beginning are going to be. Again, I do recommend going through those. All right, Pep. Now we are in our Alphatix evaluation. Again, if you've purchased multiple accounts, Pep's only got one here today, guys, but these will be in the top left. I have gone over full-on tutorials that I would say go ahead and watch those. Those are about 10 minutes each. We don't have enough time to go over the entire platform. But Pep just asked a great question saying, do you use TradingView for your analysis? I actually don't. I don't have a TradingView subscription, which I think most people would be like shocked. Like, what do you mean you trade full time? You don't have a TradingView subscription? Alphatix, I don't really need to. So exactly, I've got my TradingView charts right in here. It is not a full integration. So if you have like a custom indicator, you can't add basic indicators like EMAs, VWAP, Bollinger Bands. You can't add all of those. But if you have any like custom indicators, you do need to use your actual TradingView subscription. But overall, as far as placing orders goes, you got your order panel right here. You got your depth of market. I like having the quotes down here. You can see we've got accounts, which obviously is just this one here. If you had multiple accounts, copy trading, you'd be able to see that here. Open positions, obviously none at the moment. Any pending orders out there, you would see this as well. And again, any completed trades will be shown here. I like keeping the quotes board open here. I usually have ESNQ and I usually add YM there. But just like on TradingView, you can see your symbols right here. But if you want to change your symbol, we can just change up top. I mostly trade NQ personally. Huge feature of Alphatix, Project X in general, that they do, that not every platform does. It's going to automatically load the front contract for you. And what that means is it's the current month contract, the one with the most liquidity, this is the one you want to be trading. Like, for example, if I really wanted to, I could go trade the contract for next quarter on NQ, which let's go ahead and see if it even lets me pull it up.
I guess moving
Doesn't
from the
even show
prop
it.
space over to futures, you really need to get to grips with how contracts work.
Yeah.
That's essentially
Yep,
the lot size in the prop firm space.
Which I would say, if you guys have a chance that are watching this video, watch the video I did with Riz right on our channel here, talking about futures trader teaches a Forex trader, which is going to be much more in depth of what we're doing here today on actually learning futures. But overall, we do load the front contract for you here right on the platform. Because if I wanted to, as I said, I could be trading next quarter's contract. There won't be nearly as much liquidity, and I get some pretty weird fills on my trades. But yeah, overall, I am somebody that likes trading just on market orders. Like if I were to go market sell here, like we talked about, we do have the click and drag, and you can turn off the order filled. I hate when my platform talks to me personally. I know a lot of people like alerts and stuff. I will use alerts, but I don't like the audio order filled. And like I said, I do have the click and drag feature that you're familiar with. Over at MetaTrader, you can see nice and easy click and drag. And that is just a market order there. But for full platform tutorial, guys, I do recommend going through the video series I've done. You got about 30, 35 minutes of content there that dives into it much more. But yeah, Pep, that's how we actually obviously sign up, get into the platform. And like I said, I knew you'd appreciate the click and drag feature.
Very slick. Yeah. It's very helpful. So have I passed yet, the challenge?
Yeah, let's see, right? Who knows if this trade hits?
Yeah. Wait till the end of the video.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me here now as far as getting signed up?
No, it looks like a really simple process, very similar to Alpha Prop as well in regards to signing up. Yeah, just for me personally, it's just to understand how the contracts work. So yeah, I'm definitely going to brush up on that and then, hopefully get one of these challenges passed.
Awesome. And out of curiosity, what are you mostly trading over in the FX space? Like what?
Pretty much at the
equities?
moment, just pound dollar,
Okay,
sometimes
cool.
euro dollar, depending on price action and how it lines up. But yeah, predominantly just pound dollar at the moment.
Awesome. So just so you know, and other FX traders coming over, that's going to be 6B. That's going to be pound dollar. So you do have access to that right away if you want to come trade with us. Then you mentioned euro dollar. That's going to be 6E. And you can see, again, we do pull up the front contract for you. Both of those will be monthly contracts. I mentioned quarterly contracts on the indexes. These are going to be monthly contracts, which again, we pull up the current month contract for you automatically. And that's just based on volume. That's going to be the front contract.
And in regards to TradingView, on the lower plans, in regards to paid TradingView plans, does it have this data or do you need
Awesome
a higher
question.
subscription?
Yep, of course they get you for the extra subscription, right?
Okay.
So that is a great question. Most people assume they're paying, I believe their lower one's $10 a month.
Yeah, $10, $20 a month.
Okay, so their lower one is $10 per month, I believe, maybe $9.99. That is just to get access to, their custom indicators, whatever you want to add. Futures data is its own separate thing. Like those agreements you signed at the beginning was agreeing to CME data. You would need a additional subscription with TradingView to get access to real-time futures data. Because again, the CME, of course, hey, they're the ones that centralize this data. You got to pay us an extra fee if you want access to it. That is what we cover for you guys between the monthly evaluation subscription and your activation fees. That is what those fees cover, are those CME data fees for you. Because like you said, you need an extra subscription on TradingView to get access to real-time futures data. And nice thing here, right, you can go all the way down to the 1 second chart with real-time data. That's not so pretty on 6E there. Let's go to like NQ. You can at least see it move a little bit.
So I guess if you're not using
1 second chart.
custom indicators, then this is perfect for you. And essentially, you don't need any payment plan with TradingView.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because it gives you that access to real market data, real-time market data, as well as lower time frames and any basic indicator you can need. But if you have custom indicators, I would say maybe that's when you'd want to go with one of our Tradeovate or NinjaTrader plans, because Tradeovate, we actually do offer a full TradingView integration, which would be, you know what I mean? You sign into your Tradeovate, which I will do a future video for this on you guys too. But you sign into your Tradeovate, add on the TradingView integration, then log into your TradingView account, which you're paying a separate subscription for. But yeah, that real-time data fee, that is what your monthly evaluation fees and your activation fees cover.
Yeah, makes sense. Sounds great.
Cool. Anything else you got for me?
No, I think I'm good for now. Yeah. I need to go away, take a deeper look into the contract sizes, and then, I'll hopefully hit the ground running.
Absolutely. Check out that other video. That is that one, guys, a futures trader teaching FX trader how to transition. I think that would help you and other traders out a lot. But overall, guys, thanks so much for watching today. Hopefully, pretty easy walkthrough on how to actually get signed up with us. Again, I'm looking forward to working with Pep more, getting him understanding futures, because there are some massive benefits over here at Alpha Futures compared to, you know what I mean, maybe the CFD space. Of course, there's room for both, but it definitely has its advantages. I want to see all of you explore it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah, see you next time, guys.